see them, the young people, you give them love. You show them the way through your powerful energy, all right? Now, I want to say something about Violeta before she comes up, all right? I have known Violeta since she was a little girl. Her mother was my brother's ex-girlfriend, right? And so check this out. Check this out. This is relevant because it's so strange how we're all connected together. One of the reasons Alex Nieto wanted to be involved with the things that I used to do, you know what I mean, right? The positive things in the community, was because he had heard of the street legend of San Fran Michon Jeff. My brother was a straight loco homeboy, right? But he was also full of love, right? And he gave that love to this young woman now who has grown up. And I'm very proud to introduce you all to Violeta. Violeta, come on up and give us some wisdom.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
You're not too sure you just right.
Thank you. I'm Violeta Vasquez. I am a CCS student. I'm here representing Youth Power and players. I'm here representing myself and the younger generation, of course. I'm 19 years old. I'm Chicana, meaning I'm third generation born here in this city. My grandmother's from this city. All right, both my parents born in this city, so I got mad love for this city. It's going on 2 years that Alex Nieto has been unjustly murdered by SFPD. He was a student. He was a provider, meaning that he was employed. He was young and he was Latino, meaning that he was marginalized. So many of us are victims of circumstance in which we do not have the opportunity to choose where we come from. Thankfully, I'm from here, right? I also want to point out that this is not the end, nor is it the beginning. This is not the start, but we are in a very heated time. Alex Nieto, we are the embodiment of Alex Nieto. We as students, we as young people, we as people of color who have been marginalized, who have been victim to this system for generations. We are him, and Alex Nieto is presente. Alex Nieto is presente. Thank you. Let us remember that he was also an active member of our community, doing exactly what we are doing at this very moment, being active for justice, for our families, for our communities, for our loved ones. Let us not forget that youth, although they say that we are the future, we are not. We are the present. We lead movements, but we are not empowered in this institution to learn that. We are not empowered to take action. But through Alex Nieto, we have been able to advocate for ourselves. We have been able to sit here and say no, no más. No más. No más.
No más.
We have played a huge role in keeping our voices alive, in keeping our community's voices alive, in keeping him alive in memory. And that is so important now that it's going on years to reach victory, to reach justice. It is so sad that it takes so many years to do so, and we're still fighting. I also want to add that us as youth, although we are young, there is still a generation that is rising behind us. And we as youth have been educating them in keeping Alex and all the injustices alive, fresh in our hearts as scars in which we bleed. Our mothers have been crying, our communities have been bleeding, and we have all been dying. We can all be next. All depending on what we wear and the color of our skin. Now that is not okay. I am here for us to show that we each one need to reach one and we need to teach one. Because the minute we stop doing that is the minute that we forget. And it's the minute that we no longer fight for justice. And that I refuse to do as a young person. I'm 19 years old, as I reiterated. I also want to recognize that we have not, as young people, done this by ourselves. We have been constantly pushing, yes, but we have stood in solidarity with every vacant. We have stood in solidarity with our elders, our mothers, our victims, our memories, with each other. Today, we are standing here for a federal civil trial. Although we are not trying these killer cops for murder, at some point, hopefully we will. We are here today because we each have to continue to fight so that we can peacefully have achieved justice not only for the Nieto family, but to reassure that this will not be an ongoing issue for my children to have to live through. I, as a child, don't believe that this is something that we are living in. Because I am not a child, I'm an adult. And I will be seen as so. I am not the future, I am the present, because I am speaking now, not later. We are here to accomplish something that SFPD has failed to do. We are here to get peace, and we are here to uncover something that they have hidden, which is truth. This is not a criminal trial, like I said before, but it is much larger. It is about our constitutional rights and those being violated. It is about holding our city accountable, something that our system lacks. Let us not be discouraged. Although this is not the beginning, this is the very middle. And we will continue to struggle until we end it because they started it. And yet they don't have the balls to tell us what is truth, what is justice, and what is right, and what needs to be done. So we will do it for them.